talk, no more talk. Come on, let's get it. It's showtime, it's showtime. It's lights, cameras, action. It's showtime, it's showtime, it's showtime. You can get this work. It's showtime. No more lip service. It's time to make it happen. Gun club, goodie, pimpin', I'm here to tell.
Alright, what's up, y'all? It's DJ Papi. Got my man Khujo in the building.
Yeah, what's happening, Fofo? You know what it is.
What's up?
And we got royalty up in that damn thing.
Okay, yeah.
I'm talking about Decatur's finest, Fofo.
Yeah.
The first out of Decatur. I'm sorry, I double hand salute to Shotty.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about straight from the deck.
Yeah. Legend. Yeah.
When we talking about parallel to Atlanta,
yeah, you
got to go to Decatur, bro. And you can't mention Decatur without mentioning Ghetto Mafia, bro, team. You know what I'm saying? Nino and Wick. So I just had to go and put that little 2 cents in there, man. Turn it on up.
That's the proper introduction.
That's the introduction. I feel 10 feet tall.
Okay.
I would. You know how to do an intro, don't you?
Yeah.
We gotta put him on the boxing intro. We ready to rumble? I said, nah, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
How they doing that right?
Yes, sir.
So, man, my question to you, man, one of the first questions I got, because I know you've been in some interviews. I try not to watch them because I knew at one point in my life I was going to meet you.
Right.
So, one thing, I shout out to Be High. I'm definitely tuned in. I've been watching that for some years now.
Yeah, Be High.
Yep. And one of the questions I got for you, man, me personally, I want to know what inspired you to start rapping.
What inspired me was MC Breed. He was a rapper out of Trump,
Michigan. Midwest.
Yeah. So Breed used to live down here. I had a partner out of here, home, Big Quinn. One day he, back in the day, everybody down here, all the rappers used to dance.
Yeah.
So everybody used to yeet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of the dance groups turned to rappers.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? We had a breakdance group. We was called the Flow Masters out of Decatur.
Yeah.
We used to take the boom box with us with the cardboard. You know what I'm saying? I was known for the flow routine.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when they tagged me in, I come from the B-boy style.
Me too. I was that dude. That's what I'm like.
So, you know what I'm saying? So we have battles and shit at school and stuff. And then partner of mine, he was like, he from the West Side. He was like, shit, man, I know rapper MC Breed. I had never heard MC Breed. I wasn't really deep into rap unless it was more, what was coming from here, Kilo, Raheem, booty music, bass, what we call bass music.
Right.
DJ Magic Mike, you know what I'm saying?
He's from Florida though, right?
Yeah. Boy, Miami and Atlanta, 2 Live Crew, that was ours. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we listening to a lot of stuff like that at this particular time. We talking late 80s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this kind of stuff that we listening to. So he was like, man, I got this rap out of Michigan, man. He lives down here named Breed. So when he said that, I wouldn't, like I said, on hip hop, besides the big guys, the Run DMCs and stuff I hadn't really heard of. So I got that put me on him. And when I got on him, so I kind of like just fell in love with just, his whole thing. He was, I used to go out there to his house. He had a house out there in Canton. So I would go out there and then he took to me. He was like, Breed, I'm gonna tell you something about Breed for people that know him up there. He was one of his ear was amazing. Yeah. See, he back then he heard our southern drawing stuff, and where a lot of people from up north, didn't dig that at first. You know what I'm saying? This before, you got to realize, this before St. Louis don't got hit with country grammar, for Bone Thugs, them groups that came out that kind of had that draw. This before that. We talking straight hip hop New York.
Yeah, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So he heard that and he was like, man, it's fly. It's fly, because everybody else was kind of rapping for, unless if they were outside of Atlanta, it wasn't fly.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And by him kind of giving us that encouragement, and we did, that was our first song I recorded with him, that we recorded out of his house. Because, back then, if you had a studio at home, you were the man. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all had studios at the crib?
I didn't. Breed did.
I'm about to say, that used to cost a lot of money.
Breed had a studio at the crib. And we talking 87,
So this wasn't even, ain't no Future in Your Front yet, right?
At that time, I think so. Whatever it came out, that's the year.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So he had already dropped that. He was working on new stuff. So he was known. That's why he was down here with Ichiban. So whenever that dropped, that's when you know what I'm saying, I started going out there with Quinn, because Quinn was role managing him.
Yeah.
So I would go out there and I see I met, like, you know, back then Scarface Bushwick, Busta Rhymes, you know, like, you know, other, rappers and stuff that the DOC, I don't know if y'all remember the Diggity Dog. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I met him for the voice and everything. Yeah. And I got a funny story. One day I'm rapping for Breed. So I get there early. Breed,
this before y'all dropped anything, right?
This at the time, it's right before we were getting ready to drop. Breed had done hooked us up with Ichiban. So and through Power Records, through this guy named Leroy. So they recorded an album on it. So I'm in there, I'm in Breed laying down. I'm standing over him, and I got, I'm letting him hear some of the music that we had done. Real motherfucker. It was some stuff off the first time we had Draw the Line. I'm letting him hear some of the stuff. Yeah. So he listening and shit. And
who was producing?
At that time, it was Cooley C,
shout out to
Don Vito, Frank Nitty, more like that. Yeah, Swift C, Swift and L, you know what I'm saying? So I'm standing over Breed, I'm playing this record, and I remember the DOC. The DOC at the time, he was hot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he comes in the room, because him and Breed was like this. So he used to, when he would be in Atlanta, he would stay with Breed.
Wow.
So he comes in the room, and I'm listening, and Breed is listening to the song, Breed doing like this. So Doc is, in the doorway, and the song playing, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, Breed feeling. And so Doc said, me and Doc talked about this too. Doc was like, man, fuck all that shit, man. Give me the keys to the goddamn the truck. Cause he was trying to go get back then, a Nintendo or whatever, the Atari 2800. He was trying to go get that, you know what I'm saying? And so, I'm sitting there making these niggas listening to songs back to back. You ever had somebody, I know Khujo know, when somebody trying to let you hear their shit and you trying to do some other shit. And they're like, hold on, one more. Check my verse on the third one right here. You know what I'm saying? So that I'm a young nigga.
I was that dude.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, I go back and say, the man ain't got about it being good. I'm right there.
That's what you mean by standing over there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That ain't wrong, dude. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm playing everything. I'm excited, man. I'll play 5 of them joints. John was like, man, fuck that shit, man. Give me the goddamn key. But anyway, that's just a little funny story about Breed, man. But he definitely helped us. He understood, what the South could be. He was ahead of his time. Yeah. And for that right there, that kept, because you never know, man, if you dealing with a person like that, you're an up and coming young rapper. Yeah. And a nigga shoot you down. You don't know if a young rapper has the resolve to even keep on pushing. That might have broke my back. I might have been like, man, shit, I ain't no rapper, man. That man just he told me straight up, man, I'm fooling myself. You see what I'm saying? So by him, you know what I'm saying, whether he was faking like he liked it or not, and which come to find out he wasn't, because we did a song called Everyday Thing in the Hood together. Where, he's singing on the hook and got in the video. But hypothetically, if he was bullshitting me, that could have, that would have helped also. But he encouraged us, and we kept going. And then, him and Nino was tight. So I would have to say that was kind of the start. And my boy Quentin out of Perry Homes, my West Side partner.
Goddamn, man. Breed, man. Like Breed. Like I remember Breed coming out, man. So, like I said, me being from Cleveland, my father from Detroit. So I used to always go back home, listen to Breed, my Uncle Jackie, then come to Cleveland, my Uncle Tyrone. They both like the same age. I don't have no older brother. I'm the oldest.
Gotcha.
And, man, so with Breed, man, I sing a lot of his shit.
Breed could do it all. He could sing. He was singing back then. He could sing. He could rap. He come in with all that other shit. Matter of fact, he had did that for us for V103. Since the clock, it's time for Street to Rock. Right. That was legendary.
That nigga Breed was hard, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Breed, shout out to Breed, man. R.I.P. to Breed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And that was the start, you know what I'm saying, of Ghetto Mafia, along with other, just our partners in the streets and stuff. But as far as the first rapper, somebody say, "Hey man, y'all can do this, man." That will go to him.
Damn, that's what's up, man. Like, what's funny to me is when he said that, if Bree was bullshitting him. I had somebody shoot me down, man. I remember these dudes, they wasn't that big outside of Cleveland, not to my knowledge. And I think that I'm pretty in tune on underground and all that shit. But they was moving in the city. And then they hit a studio right by my grandmother's crib, man. And me and my boy, we up here recording, making like little bootleg tapes.
Right.
I always had turntables. So I'm like, look, man, we can hit record on here and do that. He was more like a big boy rapper to me, man. He sounded like Big to me, man.
Right.
Like we grew up watching them.
Right.
And y'all, he the one who turned me on to you. My boy Norm. Shout out to Norm B out there.
Man,
and man, when I tell you, man, we finally got up to that studio and I kind of said some smooth stuff. The administrator let us back in the studio. We like, damn, we in the studio, man. It's like on TV, movies.
Yeah.
Man, them niggas sat my ass down. Hey man, y'all gotta come back later, man. That's what's up, man. Y'all keep working at it, man. And so I'm competitive. I was like, man, fuck this shit, nigga. You know what, man? I'm about to get out here, DJ, nigga. I'm gonna play our shit.
Right.
And so I knew I was always pretty a cool DJ, but that pushed it. Right. Just to put my dude on. I really wanted to put my dude on. And I was just cutting up stuff, sampling, chopping. Probably could have been sued if anything would have took off, but yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm surprised that you said Breed, though, man. A lot of people be forgetting about Breed. Anytime I see somebody give Breed a shout out, man, I love that, man. Shout out to Troy,
that was surprising me, bro. I ain't see that.
I ain't either. I ain't either. I'm thinking he about to be like, the usual suspect, the Run DMCs.
I listened to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about,
you answered the question, right?
Who I knew first and who you know what I'm saying, helped set it in motion was Breed. And I'm going to tell you, Breed, okay, back then if you were independent, there were 3 guys, and that none of them was from here that helped. Besides, the LaFace and the So Defs, that the machine itself, just us, it was 3 people that helped it a lot. That was Too Short. Short had a house out there for Cascade, and it had a studio in there. Breed and Andre Rising. And I'm going to tell you why I threw Andre Rising at a football player. Dre was messing with Lisa, but Dre was real big into music. Anybody that knew him. And he had a studio here. It was the old Boss Town. And Dre, if Tupac had dropped his first album, and that album didn't do as well. So people don't remember that. It might have did
Apocalypse.
That first one. Yeah, it might have did, 200,000. But to them they thinking, platinum. It wasn't like the DLC coming out and going double platinum his first album. You know what I'm saying? And so they kind of started messing with Pop. You know what I'm saying? They had him on the back burner. And he got into all that trouble. What brought Pac back was the song with him and MC Bree called "Gotta Get Mine." You gotta get yours. And that was shot at Dre's mansion. At Andre's mansion at that time. Dre was playing for the Falcons. So they shot that at Dre's mansion. That song took off down here, and Pac was back from that right there.
I was about to ask you, did you ever see Pac?
Yeah, and I was in that video as a little neighbor. They cut me out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't quite ready yet.
Make it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you this, Wick. Ghetto Mafia.
Okay.
I'm talking about a staple indicator.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, you can't mention Decatur without saying Ghetto Mafia. You feel me?
Okay.
I want to know, like, how did you and Nino meet, and then at what point did y'all say, like, man, it's time to go in and goddamn put our flag up for Decatur?
Well, like I said, we had met maybe a year before maybe 2 years before we actually got an album out.
Okay.
But we were friends in the streets with just doing, street shit, trapping and all that kind of bullshit. And Nino was from the islands. I tell everybody this. And when I met Nino, I was already in Ghetto Mafia was already formed. I had me, Shorty, Gunshot.
Okay.
And it was Vex. It was 5 of us all. And so
so Ghetto Mafia had At first, it was more than 2 members.
Shorty,
Okay.
Vex, Gunshot, Ganja, me. It was 5 of us.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, I got a cover. I'm gonna let you see where all us on it. We in Boyne Homes on the wall, all us together.
Wow.
So it was everything in the hood that Breed song. So anyway,
Boyne Homes is a project
that was
in
down
Northwest
here.
Atlanta.
Yeah, and my boy Gunshot. He said, I got this guy that I want to do some chanting, because back then, you know, Nino used to know how to chant real good. He was real raw. He said, I want him to chant on some records. So I met Nino, and when I met Nino, chemistry was fire. And over the years, you know, different people in the group fell off because some people didn't believe. Some people went away to the army. Some people did something, you know, life. And,
started as a clique.
We looked up and it was just me and him left, you know, out of default, you know. So that's kind of how we went. We started recording shit and it went from there. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you one more thing, Wick. A year.
Okay.
When did Ghetto Mafia officially drop a project when everybody in Decatur knew that it was out? Can you remember
that was in 92, 93.
Okay.
So we dropped one called Draw the Line in 92, 93.
So y'all got signed to a major?
No, we was with Ichiban.
Oh, okay.
We was with Ichiban. Ichiban was a local. They were a local label here. They had like Kilo Ali, Breed, and different people. Different people started out with them. You know, Little was with them for a minute when he first dropped. But they were a local label here that could really pretty much get you, you know, going in the Southeast region. You know, they were good for that.
So technically, Breed was indie artist.
Absolutely, they went platinum. So that's why his money was sick. That's why he was living in the house he was living in back then.
Damn, I didn't know that.
So I used to build by Breed. Breed was taking care of the major. I told you, Pop used to live with it. The DLC was living. The DLC that was major. They was growing. All that stuff was going through Ruthless, through Priority.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So he had so many, and he went double platinum. They had so many hands in their money. Breed got it straight from the distributor.
90 days.
Platinum and goddamn, and got money. I used to see checks for 80,000, 200,000. I seen these checks for Breed. That's how he was living. So he was looking out for a lot of the major artists. When I mean taking care, he said, I'm just saying, it was obvious who had the checks.
Yeah.
You know, he had Breed on the chrome for real. I told you he had the first one that had a studio in the house, and that was living here. That wasn't up in Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you bought a house down here back in 86, and you know, a mansion.
We used to hear
it with this side. You know what I'm saying? Back then. So you know, I saw that right there, and I was flabbergasted. You know, only person I know from the hood is doctors and shit that had a house like that. But you know, so to see that from rap at that particular point, I said, this is what I want to do. You see what I'm saying? So and I wind up getting the house around the corner from Breed for about 2-3 years, and I never used to be there. As I wind up getting a house like that around the corner from him, I said I was in Decatur all the time, sleeping on couches still. I just couldn't get away from the hood.
Man,
you know?
Had a house, right?
Yeah.
Man, I got that damn Breed every day hold in my head as you just saying this. I was just thinking about that song, man, because that's like one of the first songs I really heard.
I don't really know, and I know the impact that he had on the Midwest, especially because you know, like I said, you know, down here I hadn't heard a lot. But I know how you feel about it being from Cleveland, because Breed was really the first before AM, and a lot of groups came out of the Midwest. He carried, you know, he carried all that for a minute. You see what I'm saying? And then he carried it as an independent. That's the thing. Right. So you know what I'm saying?
I did not know he was independent.
Absolutely,
man.
And him, Short, and Eric Sermon, they were, you know, Eric Sermon was another one. He had a rim shop down here. You know what I'm saying? So Sermon came down here and helped the, you know, a lot the industry itself also. But I will say Too Short, man. Too Short was, you know, Short and Breed. They was some real writers. You know what I'm saying? So
was that right before L.A. Reid and them came down here?
I don't know at the particular time. You know, I can't. You know, give or take a month here, give or take a month back. I don't know. It's close. All of us right around in the same era.
That's why I asked you that timeline, cause
we was all coming out at that particular time. Right. It was us, Goodie, pretty much us Goodie and Cass as far as the only, you know, groups that was coming up out of Atlanta that wasn't doing bass music. We ushered in the next wave of music between Goodie, Cass, and Ghetto Mafia. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before that, like I said, you had legends like Raheem, Kilo, which they were saying Oak Camp. All that was fine, but we was the first ones really. You know, I got to shout out Hard Boys too, because Hard Boys actually was before us. I listened to Kerry and all them, a lot of stuff that they did. But I'm talking about the
90.
Yeah, they came out a little bit before then because they were, so that lets you know LaFace was there because Royal C was already with LaFace. He was doing some stuff with LaFace at the time. I don't know if he was signed directly to him. But like I say, Cass, Goody, Ghetto Mafia, we all kind of said enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? and especially them, you know what I'm saying? They took that motherfucker, when they got the football, they ran touchdown with it. You know what I'm saying? And that opened up the door for the entire South.
Man, that's wow.
Yeah, so it was definitely, and those times too, when we used to be out and you got groups like 8 Ball, MJG, you got Pimp and Bun, you got Goody, you got Mafia. Back then it was just something. It was something magical about, it felt good about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to really worry about nobody trying to kill us.
Yeah, right.
It might be a fight at the shows here or there. Rap after a while, it kind of, lost its luster for me because it got so political. It got so where everybody took it as just strictly business. Whereas we were all kind of doing it for the love of it. The love of it. And I ain't saying that new artists don't have love for it.
Right.
But it came out now, hey, if I can go out there and put a bag behind this and make this thing right here, I can give him garbage. I can feed a person shit as long as I dress it up. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. We had to go in there, nigga. We writing these 16 bar. They don't even write 16s no more. 116 is split down into a whole song. So we in there sweating bullets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the next man coming behind you ain't finna play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or he don't already dropped his. So you up in that motherfucker nervous. You in the other room.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like that whole my shit going now. And I can imagine with them and you seeing Big Boy and Dre and CeeLo and Khujo. If I would have been doing raps in front of them motherfuckers, I would have been like, oh shit,
bro. I feel you, bro, because I'm talking about one particular song. T-Mobile, I was like, I was like, dog. Gil Kane, I was like, oh, bro. I mean, I'm thinking, I know these guys. I don't know them.
Right.
They are really, I'm talking about a whole different person.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they write from up here. And they're not, okay, this line is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. No. It's the whole 16.
Right.
And there wasn't no punch in. It would do that thing all the way down.
So did.
It wasn't digital. It was all reel to real.
All real to real.
So niggas had to rewind that tape.
Right.
Niggas was getting mad. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nigga might be in that big goddamn 2 hours trying to get one. I don't see niggas in the booth struggling 2 hours. We already got liquor, got beer, and goddamn thing. Nigga, come back, nigga, you still in this motherfucker? Take it back. You know what I mean? We say, oh shit, fuck, take it back, man.
See, man, the closest I seen it at, I take it back. I did get to go to studio. Was Gerald Levert.
Yeah.
So I
know Gerald. I knew Gerald.
Yeah, I remember when they came down here. Yeah. So I got to be in the studio with them on the Rope-A-Dope album, and then his mom used to babysit me and my sister back in the day. So I used to come on stage with the OJs.
Now, what is that like? We need to flip the interview to you.
What
in the hell? I mean, does that look like and feel like, you playing with Gerald Levert, a legend? I mean, just
talking about
Ohio, all of them.
Yeah, right. It's all the players.
But see, man, back then, I guess because I used to go around them with my aunt. I think at the time, my aunt and their cousin was their manager's name, Andy. Shout out to Andy. I know he spoke with my sister recently. Yeah. We used to just come around. It felt like family. You know what I'm saying? I knew who they was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And used to go over to the house. And even being at the studio, I remember Keith Sweat and all them up in there. And I still ain't really thinking nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I hear it in Cleveland.
Right.
I think I get more excited for them as a kid, seeing them on BT. Like, oh, look at them there on TV. What's up?
Right.
Get to their house and even talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, rest in peace to Joe Levert.
Absolutely.
His brother.
Yeah.
But I just remember the pool parties, going to the pool parties.
Yeah.
It's some people, mamas that was there. And now we older, we talk about it. It's like, I used to be at the party. I'm like,
Sound like freak dick.
Yeah.
I remember it. It wasn't quite like it. It was close. I seen a couple things I probably shouldn't have seen, but it was cool, man. Like I said, I didn't think nothing of it.
Right.
Realizing because it was in real time.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
And I understand that too, because when when we were doing our thing with like I said, with Goodie and Cass and them, you don't think at the time, you don't think that you kind of making history.
Yeah.
That 20, 30 years later, people are going to be calling you a legend.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
From that.
Yeah.
It still be shocking me now to this day because I'm a humble guy.
Yeah, right.
So when niggas be like, you know what I'm saying, I mean, y'all legends, man, y'all this. It's still, to me, I get it, but I don't get it. It's like a whole nother person they talking about. Because I'm still, Rod from Candler Road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and people, they clump us in, especially from here, from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're gonna always. It ain't just saying Ghetto Mafia and Decatur, but when you just speak of that era, you can't say Goodie, Cash, Ghetto Mafia. You can't say us without each other. 8 Ball, Pimp and Bun. You know what I'm saying? It's a clique of just that movement, the Ghetto Boys. It was that movement, that southeastern region movement that all of us was a part of. That hit. We was all right there together. We all did shows back when we first started. Everybody went their own ways, but we all kind of started out together. I remember doing shows with them. They probably don't even remember when we was younger. Mobile, Alabama. Us and Pimp and Bun them and riding in the van with Ball and G to this show. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Ball and G, man.
I remember Big and Dre. When they first getting started, you know what I'm saying, doing shows and shit, and
when I seen them for the first time before, I think Players Ball might even hit the radio.
Yeah,
I seen them on that run. My father was doing some promotion stuff, and they came to I told you about it. They came to an amusement park,
right?
Amusement park stage,
right?
And my father man, you like music? Come check these dudes out, man, from Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I'm over there, walking with the girls or whatever. But I like music and basketball, so I kick any female over for that.
Right.
And so I'm like, let me check these dudes out, man. When I say them niggas was jamming, I'm like, man, what the fuck is these dudes, man?
Yeah. And
I ain't seen them for a couple months.
And you know what I liked about, when you speak of, you speak of groups like Cash, you speak of groups like Goodie, you speak of groups like Ghetto Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I like. Back then, when you heard time a track came on, and, I could hear it. I would know. I say, that's Outkast gonna start rapping on that track.
For real?
I ain't how to hear their voice.
Yeah.
Time a track came off from Goodie. I'd be like, that's Goodie. Everybody had their own sound. You had to have your own sound. Right. Even though they were all Dungeon Family, Goodie Mob sound totally different than Outkast. Mm-hmm. It's not the same thing. Goodie Mob is a whole nother vibe. Right. Mm-hmm. You understand? And Cass was more, pimpalicious. Goodie Mob was just on your ass. Goodie Mob put me in the mindset of a down south First Public Enemy kind of mixed with, because they had style, so you can kind of throw in a KRS-One conscious, type of, flows and stuff and thought process stuff with a militant mindset. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And Cass was more like some players. Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying Andre done went deep with what they thought. But it was two different totally vibes. Of course, we were just fucking, we might not have been as conscious with our rap as they were. Yeah. But I feel like we had to be extra different. So therefore, I would sit home and say, I got to do something different, man. You got Cass doing this, you got Goodie doing it. What can I do to be different than this? And that's when I came out, And so that was my niche.
That shit hard.
Yeah.
We were singing it like we was from the day.
Right. And it just 2 words, get right to the point and get off of what can I do?
Yeah.
You know, because I'm not finna be at our rap Andre 3000 and Big Boy. I'll tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as good as goddamn, just my thought process at the time wasn't good. They were at a time. What can I do?
So that's the thing about the South, man. Every pocket in the South got style.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what fucking city. Look at where Migos came from. They came from all the way on the north side.
Right.
Still brought a type of style in that folk had jumped on it.
Yeah, right.
Once Wicked y'all did that shit, man, I was like, bro.
Yeah,
that stop and go style, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That shit was so
and
hard,
Future started
man.
using it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. And we all have. It ain't my style. It's male. It's everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I say, man, you get to a point in music, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, they think thought process of their song. See, that's my song.
Yeah.
That's the King's song. That's your song. You just performed it. You know, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight from the deck, it ain't my song no more. People tell me that now, that ain't even yours.
Right.
That's we use you as a vessel for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just was a vessel. This is something that was given to us from, my creator to give to the city, and you were lucky to be chosen to be used as a vessel to do it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So when I hear they stuff, nigga, that's my song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It is better when Khujo performs it, the original, but I feel the same when I hear it if he ain't even around.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
niggas say that's my shit right there.
Yeah.
That's my shit. So that ain't even your song no more.
right.
Once you put it in that microphone, it ain't yours no more. Once it come out your head, it ain't yours no more.
It ain't yours no more. You shared that. You gave me that. You can't Indian give. You know, once you give me something, you gave me this right here, right?
Yeah.
You know, what's the deal? You can't take it back.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real, man.
Man, so with that, man, you know what I wish would happen right now, man, is that what you just said, like, that was a whole lot. I really wish that, like, there was some type of hip hop union where if you want to get into hip hop, wherever you from, you got to know the origins.
You got to take a test.
If there was a hip hop legend in your state, you need to learn that. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying that is because if they my age, we learned it from somewhere else.
Right.
Will be like Joe's group. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I take it back because I grew up with my uncle, so it's like I almost feel like I'm their age. I'm their peers, but I'm not.
Right.
Because of me being taught by my uncle, listening to Run DMC, Curtis Blow, and stuff like that.
Right. I mean, the Fresh Party down here, we used to call it the Fresh Party. I know Khujo know about that. Boy. We had DJ Darren Fears, the ones and twos.
Yeah.
Well, we used to stay up, nigga, put that cotton in that tape. And you know what I'm saying? That Maxell, and put them and wait for that Fresh Party to come on. So we can hear goddamn, the Beastie Boys and Slick Rick and Dana Dane and all those motherfuckers, man. And when I, listening to that stuff back then.
Dana Dane this year.
Yeah, I ain't never think I would be, people would be listening to my music when I used to listen to them back in the day too. I'm talking about that was a whole Friday night.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Goddamn Atari 2800 and listening to goddamn the Fresh Party.
Right. Dang. So let me ask you about that here. Like at that time, what was like some of the favorite sneakers that you wanted?
Man,
so we looking at like what 83.
You talking about? I mean, I go back with the sneakers, man. We talked about this on one of my shows too. I go back to Lotto.
Hold on. This for all the sneaker heads out here.
You heard him say Lotto.
I go back
2 weeks in a row.
Troops. I go back.
I had those.
I go back to BK. British Nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The tree diamond on the side.
Remember Tree Torns?
Yeah.
Go back to.
So what? Did Dre have a deal with them for a second?
Tree Torn deal.
Yeah, I thought that was dope. I was like,
of course, K-Swiss. Goodie got their own.
What you got right here?
He got his own. I got a K-Swiss. I gotta send me some. I need some Decatur ones.
We got an exclusive shoe right here, y'all, from K-Swiss.
Yes.
It was done by a brother. His name is Gregory. Senior.
I don't want to touch that thing.
On Instagram, man.
Look at that.
He flipped them things. He put the wood grain on that thing, looking like that. The Dungeon family on there, man.
Yeah.
Put him up.
Got Khujo on the back of
Made
it.
that thing special for me, man.
Yeah. But show him the K-Swiss on the inside on the sole though, so they don't get it twisted. So when the man pull his shoes off, you gonna because some people are like, oh man, Khujo done made some shoes. No, nigga, no, it was made for me.
My partner made it for me, man.
Yes, exactly.
He's hard.
Them hard. Yeah. So yeah, man, those were definitely ones, man. Of course, shit, what we had, Deodor's.
Oh, man.
You remember that?
Yeah. All them shoes you name, all the
Stan
dope boys
Smiths.
had.
You had to have some stuff. I'm gonna go back to
I had some hand-me-down.
I'm gonna go back to some Atlanta shit that Khujo would know about.
What was that?
They were called golf Nikes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
we thing on the
I know what you're talking about.
They look like Sebago.
Yeah, we had the golf Nike. Of course, the Chuck Taylor.
Y'all was wearing those on?
Yeah,
was wearing those?
Nike. What?
Man, man.
What?
There's some players down here, bro.
Oh yeah.
They gonna put it together, bro.
Yeah.
Atlanta go put it together, bro.
I gotta see those.
Yeah, we had the Bo Jacksons.
Yeah.
You remember? Yeah, you remember?
I got some now.
Yeah, it was so many stuff. You remember the Allen Iverson, the blue on the front of it?
I played ball in those.
Yeah.
You remember the Patrick Ewins?
The Patrick, yours was the shit. The forums, the yours, the orange and blues. Yeah, that was shit. So it was so many. Of course, anything with Run DMC, anything with Adidas, man, bro. You would just, shell toes and stuff like that. But I probably missed a lot of them that I don't have.
You said J's back in the day.
You said one British Nikes.
British, yeah.
When I used to work at Six Flags,
yeah,
that's what you had to have on.
BKs.
BKs.
I remember. Hey, watch this.
That was first grade.
Watch this. I bet you don't remember these. Goddamn, Atlanta Hawks used to wear. They were called Brooks.
Yeah. Dominique had them.
Oh yeah.
Spud Webb had them.
He used to wear the Brooks. Yeah.
I got the card with them on there.
Yeah, with the Brooks, they had like the little thing on it. Yeah, man, that was back in the day, man. And I know I'm forgetting a whole lot of shoes.
That's why I was asking about the Jordans, man. I gotta.
I mean, Jordan. I know everybody gonna say Jordan.
But
I don't even think nigga had.
I got a dope pair, man.
Ooh.
So these right here.
Dang, that goddamn.
What I like about these, man, they put the jump man in the clear. Nike check. I'm an old school Jordan head. All my J's got to have the Nike on them.
And see, here's the thing. This is what's messed up about these. The Jordans, they look good for me for sure, but they hurt my toe. On my corner right here, my corner toe.
Yeah. Right.
I don't care what, especially any kind of the Air Force One style.
Oh, yeah.
The red, black, and white ones. I can't even put those on. By the time I come up out of the club with that on, man, they gonna script all the meat off
the angle.
Yeah. So, but though it's something about these they just look good for sure. It's when they get cut so they get so small and narrow right here to the front to make your foot look so player in them.
Man, when I tell you,
I have to get them 2 sizes too big.
Oh yeah. When I tell you these are comfortable, man.
Oh yeah, they are. They are now.
My threes, I think out of the J's.
Them soldieries.
Soldieries, yep. So yeah. They had the pump. You had the pumps too.
I had those.
The feet hurt my feet, bro.
The pumps.
Now the feet, the low.
Yeah.
3/4 feet.
Oh, the dope man feelers. Everybody had dope man feelers.
They buy worse than Converse.
So hurt your feet, don't.
If you ain't got them thing coming up to your ankle,
the
high top ones.
The high top, bro, you don't want them.
Yeah,
man.
I shot the low ones, man. My father used to dress me like a little drug king.
I got one better. I got one. Another question, a good one, which I just said about the shoes. I'm gonna give y'all one. Let's talk about something. Like, give me like 10 classic cereals y'all used to eat back in the day.
Man, shit.
Give me 5. Okay. What was your go-to 5? Would be classic cereal.
I'm gonna tell you this and I'm gonna tell you where I was at. At my grandmother's house on Saturdays. We had at first the original Captain Crunch.
Okay.
No Crunch berries was out there.
The original, they didn't have no berries in it.
But check this out. Y'all don't remember when the Smurf berries came out? That was nothing but the Crunch Smurf berries. That was the Crunch berries without the. So those two. Then I like to say, for me, Cookie Crisp.
I forgot about Cookie Crisp. They look like the little cookies.
Yeah. You ain't even have to have milk because you drank all the milk.
Yeah,
man. So then we had that. I ain't really like the tricks after a while.
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but you had to eat them kind of quick.
I'm
I'm gonna take you back way farther. Your top 5.
Hold on, then let me see.
Yeah, one more. You forgetting a lot of shit.
See, he younger than us.
Apple cinnamon.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
No, not those.
Cheerio?
Apple Jacks. The Apple
Okay.
Jacks.
Apple Jacks, okay. I remember the Apple Jacks. Khujo, give me 5 of them Jacks. Give me 5 classics.
I gotta go with Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes, that's the first one.
I should have said that.
I
With the
couldn't
banana, I
believe
should put
you said
bananas
that.
in my
No,
shit.
it's just classic.
Man, they done messed up the ingredient. They done messed up the recipe, bro.
That's right, why I ain't said yeah. That's right. That's right, why I ain't said.
Frosted like it used
See, I can't drink milk now, so
I don't
really,
either. I just
go with that almond.
Yeah, go
Oh,
with that.
yeah.
That's what
Okay,
I
yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah,
So you got Frosted Flakes. Come on.
I got Frosted Flakes. Okay. All right, dig them.
Still
Hey.
But look,
Hey, hold on.
if you live in a project,
I was about to say that.
You have to make sure that bitch didn't move.
I was about to say that. Them sugar smacks. Same thing, man.
I'm talking about from.
I know what you're
I'm
talking
talking
about.
about from Chapel Road, Chapel Far. This was me and my brother used to eat.
Yeah.
So we got that. Let's see. I ain't gonna lie. Going to old Big Mama house.
Yeah.
Raisin Bran, bro.
Raisin Bran, yeah. Raisin Bran.
You might not like it with Raisin
No,
Bran.
you eat that. You gotta have that.
Hey,
Cornflakes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you got a big old spoon of sugar.
You gotta put the sugar in it.
Hey, hold on, look, check this out. So my big mama, she didn't have the good sweet ones like my other grandma did. Those what you named?
Cornflakes.
My big mama had that.
Hey,
But
no
this is what I
sugar.
should do, because she wouldn't let me put sugar in them.
Yeah.
Put a little orange juice in that joint, man. And just eat
It's
it with
one
orange
y'all
juice.
missing now. I think Khujo got one more. And he used to, I'm gonna give you a hint. He used to turn your milk chocolate.
Oh.
I was gonna say it.
Start with a C.
I know what you're talking about.
Cocoa Puff.
Coco! Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now,
See,
that made you chocolate milk
I
right
wasn't
there.
a big college. I wasn't a big chocolate nigga back then.
Oh, okay.
I was straight vanilla.
I was.
That's
So
what you had to
it
do.
was just for the milk.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just for the milk. If it got to get real chocolate, matter of fact, we didn't even want to add.
Wow.
As you eat your bowl,
Yep.
you want to just put more cereal in there so you get extra chocolate.
Yeah. Now you talking.
I just threw that out there
What
to
you
y'all.
got then?
I'm kind of close to where Khujo and Frosted Flakes will have to. That's my go-to. I did like Captain Crunch. They was always a favorite of mine.
Yeah.
You said you didn't really like Tricks. I fucked with Tricks. I like the Apple Jacks also.
Yeah.
You left out Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the one you gotta eat fast
And
as
Fruit
hell.
Loops.
Yeah, and you left
quick.
out Fruit Loops.
Well, you
Fruit
know
Loops
what?
were toucan sandwich.
Fruit Loops you had to eat quick. That Fruity Pebble, boy.
No, that's
Yeah.
Fruity
If
Pebble.
you ain't careful, bro, that thing stick. Once you finish, if you don't wipe that shit out, boy, that shit'll stick to that bowl so hard.
So
bro.
will.
You had the goddamn children.
Hey,
And we
man.
forgot about Rice Krispies. He talking about the sugar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had to dump that, just to hit them thing popping up in there.
That's all you should want to
Yeah, you hear them things talking up in there. You like, okay. But that's 5 of them that I like.
Yeah, that was all I
That
wanted
was
there for.
dope. Rice
So
Krispies.
let me ask you this, man. All right, so I know people probably always ask you like, who your top 5?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go a little broader though. Give me a top 5 in each region. Like if we start in the South, one rapper I wanted to mention, was he on the road with y'all at the time with Ball and G and that chilling circuit? We all was on 3-2. Was y'all messing with 3-2?
I know 3-2.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Buddha
saying?
Baby.
Yeah. Shit.
And Tila.
Yeah, Tila. I talked to Tila about a
That's
few
my
weeks
nigga.
ago.
I love Tila, man. That nigga made me feel like I was a player, man. I bought Gators because that nigga, man.
Tila was in that era also.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? From that Rap-A-Lot did a lot for the independent rap game too.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of people they put out. But when you mean each region, you're saying the South,
All right, so
East, the
we
West, and the
gonna
North.
go.
That would be
All right,
three.
put it like this. We're gonna start in the West Coast. We'll start over there.
I mean, well,
Give me 5 over there.
I mean, it's only really 5 that I'm gonna be biased because I'm gonna go from my era.
True.
See what I'm saying? So it's gonna be the
Only
same
reason why I'm
usual
asking this
subject.
too, not to cut you off, is because you really threw it off with the grade thing. I did not expect that. So now I need to know.
Now, if you want to go, now if you want, I could go major that everybody know. I could go E40.
Who you like?
Well, it's a lot of them from
On
Cali.
the 5.
E40.
Yeah.
I liked it. MC8, man.
Oh, yeah.
We Come Strapped.
Yeah,
That was my shit right there.
Man, his DJ is one of the reasons why I used to be like making some of my
Chill?
Man, that nigga was hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Man.
Chill?
Yeah.
I got Chill on speed dial. Damn, I didn't know that.
Nigga, for real?
Yeah.
Listen, bro, when I tell you I should be studying, like after Jam Master Jay, my uncle used to have me listen to him.
Hey, bro. You
Man,
said something.
I was fucking with that MCA shit
Yeah,
from the beginning. I'm like, damn,
that's that Menace to Society. He had them goddamn beats that was
before the Menace. Before the Menace.
Sick. His beats were so
I was scared of him. That kid.
And
That's what's up.
let me see. You know, of course, Snoop them. You know, so I clump all that in. Snoop them. You know, all them together. Yeah. You know, Eazy-E was a pioneer. Was a legend. His voice was just you know. But if we that's some favorites that maybe a lot of people didn't heard. Mac Mall.
Oh,
that was
nigga all about my fetty.
Yeah, that was Mac Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That these was underground. Underground. You know what I'm saying? Rappers that
y'all did shows together?
They had it locked down. You know, out there. If I was to go, you know, down south, it would definitely have to, you know, be anything from Rap-A-Lot. I'll just say Rap-A-Lot, Swag House. You just gotta say Camps, man. For sure. You know what I'm saying? No Limit, Cash Money. These are legendary just movements. You know what I'm saying? Dungeon Family. These are movements. It ain't even just the best rapper. You know what I'm saying? These are movements within itself. If we're talking up north, we're talking Wu. Right. And you know what I'm saying? And Busta when the first Fugees and Flip Mode and Leaders of the New School when that's what I'm trying to think. These are the new school, you know what I'm saying? You had so many, you just had movements, man. Even with Ja Rule them, you know,
Murder Inc.
Murder Inc. You just had so many different movements, man. There is no Mount Rushmore of rappers because I said this today on a podcast earlier. I did early today, and they asked me the same question, and I said that when people say a GOAT, that's why it would always be an argument. There is no right or no wrong. If I said that Khujo was the greatest, they're gonna be some people say you was the greatest. If I say you was the greatest, some people say he was the greatest. So that's a never ending story. So what I would say is, you know, when you say Mount Rushmore, let's go back to the origin of Mount Rushmore. What was Mount Rushmore?
Did they have white presidents on it?
Yes, and it was all what?
It was all white.
And how many was it?
4.
So why do we call our stuff the Mount Rushmore? And then why can't we have a bigger? Why can't we name it something else? Why can't we have 50 people on the Mount Rushmore? Fuck Mount Rushmore. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing. You know, and I would say that, you know, you can't compare what a Goodie did is legendary. You can't compare that to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Bone Thugs and Harmony first come out. They got the flipping with the singing. A lot of people doing that right now. They harmonizing together. Well, you see what I'm saying? That in itself is worthy of being, you know, on if we're gonna keep using that terminology in Mount Rushmore, which we need to change it to our own name. We on the so and so of this. You understand what I'm saying? But for you know, for context now, you know, it could be easily 50 artists in rap because a lot of them bring certain things to the game. You can't say that that's just one great basketball player because it compares Shaquille O'Neal to Allen Iverson is two totally different things. Shaquille can't do what Allen Iverson did, and Allen Iverson can't do what Shaquille O'Neal or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody has specialties at what they did. So, you know, Snoop Dogg is not the fastest rapper. He can't rap like, but what Busta Rhymes does is worthy of being a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? You only have to. You can only go to Busta to get that feeling. You can only go to Goodie to get that feeling. You can only go to Chuck D and Flavor Flav to get that feeling. You can only go to Snoop to get that feeling. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, it's a lot of us that could easily be on there. You know, narrowing it down to talking about four white men on a horse is ridiculous in itself. Yeah, that's something I never say. That's why I like try to make it broad a little bit. Like, what's the 5 you like in these areas? Yeah, I mean, and
like 5, all them guys you said. Yeah,
like, you know, 5 artists.
That's all your opinion. You know what I'm saying?
5
but they dope though.
It's you know, look, I could sit down here and I would still leave people out. I could go 100 artists that I could say that I could put up on, is we're going to say to put up on the side of a mountain. Every single one of them is worthy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? I mean, you know, not to be funny, you know, I know, you know, y'all from, you know, from up north, and I don't know if his music reached up there, but Kilo Ali could be be on a side of thing. This man was doing this, a lot of this stuff that artists did after they blew it, and Nelly and all of that. Kilo Ali was already doing that, singing that stuff, you know, baby and stuff. You know, he was ahead of his time.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, he maybe didn't, you know, go as big as. Look, I tell people all the time, don't always get caught up in where a person music went, because I mean, Vanilla Ice sold more than a lot of us.
I tell people that.
You understand what I'm saying? What made Hammer so great to me wasn't the music; it was the show.
Entertainment.
It was the entertainment. That's what made your music was secondary.
That nigga made me
you know what I'm saying?
man.
That's worthy of being all-time great. You know, when I say Hammer, people, man, Hammer wasn't no great. I said, but hip-hop is not just lyrics or beats per minute. Hip-hop, man, was shoes, was clothes, was a lifestyle, was entertainment. Everything came into hip-hop. Hammer was our culture. You understand? Nigga, every family reunion or every barbecue, somebody got up, Lil Rod, get up there and entertain us. And if you can Hammer, you know what I'm saying? You got extra piece. Yeah, you got extra weave or something. You know what I mean? You got $5 from grandmama. If you can, goddamn, if you can, you know, show young them what you like. Show us what that. You know what I'm saying? So Hammer was just better than it at all of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many people that could be on the side of a mountain that saying 5 people is ridiculous in itself.
Yeah, I wish, man, I could have seen Hammer, man. Like, I've never been to a Hammer concert. I always liked them. Always. Like, I know the songs. I know the dances. I stopped after a while. The Ice Cube said some shit. You know what? I gotta change up, man. But I love Hammer, man. I wish I could have seen it.
If a person, when a person does something, a special person does something, and it makes a lot of other special people do the same thing.
Right.
That's a special person. Not only an influencer, but that's a special person that's passing that baton down, not even knowing that's what he's doing. But he's just being so original. You know what I'm saying? And doing what he do, man, he just influencing so many people, man. Man, I wanted the pants. I wanted the glasses. Man, I even tried to start dancing like that, man. You know what I mean? So, man, you're right, bro.
Man. And another group, you know, that would have to be on any mountain would be Run DMC. Now, let me tell you something. Right now, to this day, and I saw it with Khujo, with his jacket that he had on. Do you know the font from Run DMC?
I know
it's the most famous font, man. Just the block letters. Kids right now to this day, a lot of young kids don't even know who Run DMC is, but they know that font. You understand what I'm saying? That font is just itself is worldwide. When you anybody that got Khujo just pulled some shoes out. You know who you got to go back and thank for that? Run DMC. The first one had a deal with Adidas. You know what I'm saying? First rappers with a goddamn shoe deal. You know, so think about how big that is. You know, later on you got Nelly there with Air Force Ones, you got people that came out. But think of how big that is. You know, just the style with all the leather and stuff. Anything that we do now, you know, Run DMC said, nah, we're gonna come out clean. The first ones doing features with rock and roll groups. It wasn't cool to do no features. Show me somebody that was doing a feature back in '86. Who was doing features? You can, when the NWA wasn't doing a feature with 2 Live Crew. 2 Live Crew wasn't doing a feature with Run DMC. I don't know why anybody was doing no features. Run DMC came out doing features.
Yeah.
We were like, what? Yeah. They on a song with a rock band?
Yeah, I remember seeing the video.
Who was it?
Yeah, Aaron Smith. You see what I'm saying?
The video was crazy, man.
I remember.
Yeah, so when you talk about, you know, legends, like he said, you know, those are things that change the game that people don't even talk about. You know what I'm saying? Those are game changers, man. Moves that I'm sure when they wear Adidas and they rapping about Adidas and then they go get sponsored by Adidas, then they're not thinking that now every rapper gonna try to put out his own shoe, put out his own line of clothes, put out this 40 years later. You understand what I'm saying? That's who you got to thank for that. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, you ain't talking about, hating on Reverend Ron or hating on it. It don't fly with me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I never really met nobody be hating on them though.
Well, what I mean by that is when people talk about this goat talk, this legendary talk, and you say that, and people be, hey, Nate, of course ain't nobody gonna sit up in our face with our ear and say nothing in that type of tone, but I mean just being dismissive of certain people, or not. You just said it a minute ago, not knowing your origin, your history. You know what I'm saying? If you know your history, you're gonna have to say Run DMC. You have to say, you know what I'm saying, Houdini, the Fat Boys. Remember the Fat Boy? Remember Crush Groove?
We talked about
you know what I'm saying? The Human Beatbox.
That man, them boy came to our school doing the Fresh Fest and goddamn 84, 83.
Right.
Came over to Intercom. We in Southwest Middle School.
Beatboxing?
Yes. No, we used to, okay, these are the announcements.
We said that shit too.
Oh, whatever. Yeah. Then we hear this nigga beatboxing. Principal said, we got a surprise for y'all. I'm like,
what?
He hit the whole school like, oh. Now you hear this nigga beatboxing.
Did y'all know it was them?
Right.
Or y'all just thought it was somebody just beatboxing?
Oh no. Goddamn Crush Groove, Beat Street.
Yeah.
All that shit, we done seen that.
No, I'm saying
did y'all know it was him when I seen his face?
Yes.
Or did y'all think it was just somebody in the school that was fine?
Damn, I knew that was the beatbox. That was you beatbox all day.
It was undeniable. You
didn't
Buff up there.
Buffy was up there. Like I said, Curtis Blow was doing his promotion for we playing basketball.
Right, basketball.
So
that was legendary.
So they had a show. I had never got a chance to go to a rap show. When I was little. So I ain't had a dad there, so I didn't get a chance to go to no rap shows, no none of that shit. You feel me? It was just looking at the TV.
Yeah, right.
The boys came on there and did their thing, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
And Curtis Blow's like, hold on, Houdini? So everybody,
you said Curtis Blow?
Yes.
That's another person.
Yes.
Curtis Blow incorporated that basketball. That was one of the first songs that sports really started to take to rap.
Wow.
You understand how big that record was at the time?
Yeah, I
playing basketball.
Being a kid.
Show me a record before then that really had that impact on sports. You know what I'm saying? It was very few. I can't name one right off the top of my head.
I'll tell you, Curtis Blow was smart. That's now hindsight 2020.
Right.
He was a goddamn marketing genius.
Right.
He came with the Christmas song.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the basketball song.
Or the team. Somebody in that camp was like,
do this.
We gonna market it
and
like
bro,
this.
they playing it right now.
To this day.
30, 40 some years later.
They're playing basketball in one of the NBA 2K games.
Absolutely.
I remember playing that. I was like, what?
Absolutely.
And
I was happy to hear it.
They came to the school. The principal said, okay, I want everybody to come down to the gym.
Yeah.
So man, just the whole flood of young niggas just walking down all to the gym. Them niggas in there hoop. Soup. Them niggas in there hoop like it was like, oh man, it's just so fucking cool, man. Like, come on, man. That was undeniable. And I had a chance to talk to Curtis Blow.
Wow.
Maybe like 2 years ago.
Wow.
On the phone. I told him this story. I was like, yo, bruh, you came to my middle school in the 80s.
Wow.
And y'all influence a nigga to this day. This is why I'm doing it right now.
Right.
Because y'all came to my school and did what y'all did, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Wow.
Yeah. So hip hop itself, I'm gonna say something to y'all, and I'm gonna end it on this.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this one time, and it went over a lot of people's head, but some people caught it. Let me say it right. There's a person or entity that's bigger than that's 100 times bigger than King. You know, when you go to any city, you see Martin Luther King shirts, right?
Yeah.
You don't see Bob Marley.
Yeah.
You don't see Malcolm X. You might see Tupac.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Say that. Yeah.
You could put all of them together, and there's a person that was 1,000,000 times and more influenced than all of them together and bigger than all of them. You know what
a rapper or
no,
entertainer?
I said it could be an entity, anything.
Probably Michael Jackson.
No, rap.
Yeah.
Nothing influenced the world bigger than that female or that male named rap. If we want to put it into a term of a person.
Yeah. No, you're right.
You right, because it's still on. It's on TV.
Yeah,
it's
everywhere.
It's
everywhere.
It's a way of life. It's language.
Yeah.
It's everything. Everything has to come to rap. Everything has to come to hip hop. It's a way of life. It has influenced white kids, Chinese kids, everything. It's no place in the world that entity of rap has not touched. It's places that don't know about Bob Marley, believe it or not. There are places in the world might not know about King. I'm just saying where they might not, you know what I'm saying? Right. Ali was really the biggest worldwide before we say maybe Tiger Woods now, or you know, Ali was the biggest, but rap.
Yeah.
All of us.
Ali was rapping.
Yeah.
When freestyle.
Yeah, everybody that's
Ali,
what he was doing.
Ali, when he was talking. Go like a butterfly sting.
I'm like, dang, you better rap out, man. No problem. But I know what you're talking about.
Because the entity of rap has not just influenced. It's not about just rapping on a track.
Yeah.
It's the clothes.
Right.
You know, it's it's everything. Rims, cars, crib. We affected everything.
Yes. Commercials,
everything.
Yeah.
We influenced that entity called rap. So we're part of the biggest institution that there is, and that's bigger than any one person.
Yeah.
This institution that we in.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I heard a brother, his name is Master Cass. Cass, right? From old school. He said, man, hip hop didn't invent anything. It reinvented everything.
Right.
You throw that hip hop, that rap on, that season up everything you got.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Season your commercial up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it really do.
Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, in our country,
you go buy you a car.
rock and roll.
Yeah.
This little hip hop thing. Now I heard 2 stories on the meaning of hip hop, where it came from. One story was one of the brothers in Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. Well, Cass told this story. One of the brothers was going to the service. And another dude was like, yeah, I heard you going to the service. Hip hop, oh, it was like a cadence.
Yeah.
But I heard African Bambaataa say something the other day saying that hip hop was like, oh shit, okay, you hip to what's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can do it on the hop. You know what I mean? You can it's like if you're gonna talk about it, you can be able to do it with some type of rhythm. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was just fascinated, man, just on what we do, how it started. Like who came up with the word? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody. We don't ask that question. You know what I'm saying? Especially the younger generation. They just want to get out there, jump on the mic, and do it.
Yeah.
Right.
But you definitely got to have like some history behind it. That's why that's why I like what Killer Mike is doing.
Yeah.
Because when you talk to him, he's gonna hit you with the history of this right here.
Yeah.
So you've been doing some stuff. It can't just be we rapping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Got to be some other intellectual stuff. So when these folk get off with you, like,
Right.
Okay.
Give you something to think about.
Yeah, okay, all right. Now that's a different type of person right there.
Yeah.
So I can't stereotype the next motherfucker coming here.
Yeah.
You feel me? So man, you're right. Hip hop reinvented everything, bro.
Everything.
I really believe, man, if many artists would just do the history, man, it'll be so much dope, great music. I'm not calling people shit trash because that's how people eat.
Right.
However they doing it.
Right.
Everybody got their
Some
opinion.
people do their history.
Yeah.
Some people. I got 4 boys.
And I can tell,
I got 4 boys in the house. At one point, I was hearing Baby coming from downstairs. I was hearing Gunna. I was hearing Key Glock. I was hearing Dolph. Everything. Couple months down the line, I'm hearing some Sade. You feel what I'm saying? I'm hearing something from the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Some of the elders that's doing that thing. So it's like you got to be searching for that thing. I didn't tell them to go up there and look for none of that stuff. You feel me? So it's like, see what this is. So,
but you know what? I'm quite sure your kids probably listen to what you listen to that played influence. Because my kids, they grew up listening to Outkast, Goody Mob, Nas. I was really like conscious of what I was listening to with them in the car. The other stuff I really want to hear, I wouldn't play it around them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like now, I just be tripping. I listen to my daughter listen. I be like, ask my wife, like, you told her to play that? She's like, nah.
right.
And I talk to her the next morning, like, she'll go to sleep today. I'm like, what you know about that? Like, she love Alicia Keys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, you like Alicia Keys? this is one of my favorite videos. Watch this.
Right.
You don't know my name?
Right.
She love it now.
Right.
So I'm like, but yeah.
It's options, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the good thing about it. Our kids got options now.
Yeah.
And then we got our own experience.
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody like, if my son listening to something, he's sitting in the passenger side, because I remember how I used to be in the passenger side.
Yeah.
So I used to hear this shit like this nigga talking about me?
Right.
Is he talking to me? Like,
Oh, in the song?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I used to think.
Yeah.
I'm riding over here like, damn, this nigga talking to me. Damn. What you gonna do? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, bro, this shit that he talking about, it ain't even that. You know what I mean? It ain't that. It's just rap. You know what I mean? But man, I was highly influenced, bro. I mean, I remember I heard a break off of the Chronic album.
Yeah.
And I was riding with some of my partners. Boy, we was drinking. I heard that break. I was like, bro, take me home.
Yeah.
I was like, take me home. I was like, why, man? It's like, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever this nigga just played, it was just a break.
Yeah.
It wasn't no music or nothing. This nigga just talking.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, bro, take me home, man. That's how music is so influential, man.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, that's why you gotta have niggas that got experience and be like, nah, nigga, nigga ain't doing it.
Gibbs stopped me from littering. Listen to y'all album. Nigga, I'm at the light. Listen to Goodie Mob. I rolled up something, licked that motherfucker.
Throw the damn paper
Dumping that shit out.
Yeah.
I swear it was like on cue. Like, hey man, see, this is why we don't have shit. Y'all just throwing out, clean out your neighborhood.
Yeah.
I stopped the motherfucking car and picked that shit up, man.
Yeah.
I said, wow, man. I tell them that all the time. Like, man, I remember I was littering. So, Gib, you cannot throw shit away around me littering.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to play your verse for you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. It's applaud, man, hip hop, man, itself, man, because it definitely will save our lives. And look, we all sitting out here, we sitting right here together because of hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that there, I'm blessed to have been able to be in be a part of an entity and have made money in it.
Right.
You know, that's another thing. You know, you got 90% of people in the game don't ever make any money from it, and they give their life to this.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? So we blessed to be able to eat off of this. You know, and they, like I said, they finna go do a show in Tampa tomorrow. I mean, how many people will be doing that in the country on the weekend? You know, out of the history out of everybody that's in this game.
Right.
So anytime I touch a stage or something, I don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm invited to sit down and talk with y'all guys about, hip hop, or either if I'm on my podcast with Beehive, I'm just making fun of somebody. I tell people this all the time, and I'll say this to Khujo too. 50% of what we do, and y'all are doing it now, is entertainment. Because at the end of the day, we are here to entertain people that don't have our lives.
Yeah.
So you do have to understand that my life is boring. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out selling dope no more on the corner. I'm not goddamn, you know what I'm saying, at the parties, throwing it back on, standing on top of the table. I'm on goddamn family. I got an old lady and goddamn my chill.
Same here.
But there are people out there, a lot of people like us, but when they turn y'all on this podcast or turn me on, they don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear the same thing. They lives that work. Hey, I got to get them and go to work in the morning. I got to do this. So my job is I get on there. I poke the bear sometime. I talk a little shit with everybody, but it never comes from a place of malice. When it comes from a place of, if I talk about Goodie Mob, or if I talk about Cat, if I talk about that, one thing it does, it keeps us relevant. If they're relevant, I'm relevant. Right. Because we're all from the same era. Yeah. So instead of me talking about a rapper that's 19 or something, they have a whole nother demographic that they talk about. What I want to do is make sure that if I poke the bear, I want it to be people that about Khujo, because we're around the same era. So if Khujo is hot, then Wick hot. Even if I can open up for him, you know what I'm saying?
And you got a banger out too.
Yeah,
man.
so that's why I kind of, with rappers our thing. I talk a little shit. I talk a little shit about Tip if I feel like I don't like. So I say something. You know what I'm saying? To get a little stuff going, because when they stop talking about us is when we really lose.
Yeah.
When nobody cares anymore, and nobody talks about us.
Nobody wants your autograph. Nobody wants to take a picture with you no more.
Exactly. So that's my goal to out here to to give y'all some entertainment, and as well keep our era alive. And sometimes, you know, I have to poke, you know, make fun of, you know, somebody a little bit, but it's all in the love for us.
Right.
Because, you know, we do it as our family. My mama say, if I talk some shit to you, anybody talk some shit to you, I come in, mama say, man, get what Roger did today. She tell him uncle them.
Yeah,
that
right.
son been went out to school and showed his ass. Tell the whole family. We talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We talk.
Man,
but it's all in love. It don't mean showing love.
Right.
So I love this era and all the rappers from the era. Don't ever think what I say on a podcast as, you know what I'm saying, because I'm never going to go over the line. I only talk about the music or what it is itself. That I don't go personal. I'm talking about somebody's kids or somebody did this. It's always going to be about, do I like the song or not? Well, that was all right. I expected more from Khujo on that right
and
there.
it's your opinion.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm still talking about Khujo.
Right.
Because we could be talking about some shit that somebody else. You know, we all need, talk about me. You know, if I got a record out of something and y'all didn't like that particular record, I'd rather turn on, they say, Khujo said you full of shit. Then Khujo didn't say nothing at all about it. I'd be like, God damn, Khujo, you could have said I was full of shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
I get it.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at with it. Yes, sir.
Hey, bro.
Well, man.
Hold on before we do it, man. Hey, I want to say congratulations to you, bro, team, for the new song you dropped, man.
Yeah.
Break the Bank.
With Break the Bank with CeeLo Green and that thing, man.
Yeah.
Man,
Shout out to Lo.
Man, let these people know what you got cracking, man.
That, you know, that's what's going on with that. It's called Break the Bank. You can watch it on BITV. I also just dropped on all major platforms. Andre Rison has a biopic.
The one with him and Dexter, right?
Him and Dieter, him and Jerry. So me and Beehive, you know, in that we're coming out on this new BET series from Andre Willis. He used to own the Phoenix. He owned Club Dion's. He owned Prime 21. He was a kingpin. He was Big Meech before Big Meech back in the day. He was caught up in the tow car stuff. So they're doing a series on him, and Break the Bank is the theme song to it. It's almost like a BMF series. They're gonna do 4, 5 of them.
Nice.
So you know, we involved in that heavily. And besides that, man, just doing music. You know, I'm if anybody want to come get me, I'm open to doing it song with anybody at this particular time. You know, I don't do the straight street shit like I used to no more, because that ain't what I'm living. But I still know how to deal to change it. Well, it's still street, but it's our street. You know, responsibility. I tell a lot of these rappers, I give them this last advice. We're still street.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Me having to take care of the kids and the responsibility of keeping the lights on is just as important as, you know, back in the day going out and having to sell dope to get some money, to get a new car, get some shoes or get some clothes. We're still doing the same exact thing. It's all in how I deliver it now. And the kids will listen. If you deliver it the right way, the way they can feel, they will deliver. And I think that's what we all doing. That Killer Mike just showed us. If I deliver it the right way, I can go up here and I can win some Grammys. He just brought back a Grammy for the whole. I feel like I'm in Dungeon. Dungeon is on. I told Khujo, it ain't your song no more.
Right.
We all Dungeon family. So I'm gonna leave it at that right there, man.
My guy.
Well, man, make sure y'all tune in. Showtime. ATL Podcast. We out.
Already.